So I kind of half did November. 2 weeks into November, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go through with it. I'm going to grow this out as much as I can. We got this far. Now we're going to get rid of it because it's almost done and your boy's going to get a fresh cut. What's going on, guys? HybridHero here. This is the third time I'm trying to record this. It's been a struggle today. But this is my team for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Now, I played through Ultra Moon, but there is a Pokemon from Ultra Sun that's on my team. I'm in this case, wait, I don't play with it. There is a Pokemon from Ultra Sun that's on my team, as well as an exclusive Ultra Moon mon that's on my team. But we'll get into that when we can. Now, things you should know before getting to my team. My team building process or mindset for this was just pick 6 Pokemon of different types that you like. So I picked 6 Pokemon that I liked. Simple as that. I didn't care about stats. I didn't care about type advantages for the most part. I just wanted 6 Pokemon that I liked that were all of different types. So that's what I did. Also, the first 2 Pokemon on my team are very, very generic, or you've probably seen them a lot throughout the other Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon teams. But the last 4 Mons are very different. I've yet to see anyone use these 4 Mons. So if you're not interested because of the first 2 Mons, just keep watching for the last 4. I think most of them will more than likely surprise you, so yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay, starter mon. Who did I pick? Did I pick Rowlet, Litten, or Popplio? Amongst the 3 starters, I don't have a favorite. I think this is the first time since the Sinnoh starters where, like, I love all 3 of them. In Unova, Emboard really didn't resonate with me, and with Kalos, Delphox and Chestnut really didn't resonate with me. But all the previous generations before that, I loved all the starters. And it's the same thing with the Alola starters. So if I didn't have a favorite, how did I pick my starter and which starter did I pick? You can have like 3 seconds to guess because I'm about to tell you which starter I picked. So 3, 2, 1. I picked Rowlet. And I thought no one was going to pick Rowlet this time around because everyone picked Rowlet last for Sun and Moon. And I was trying to be hipster. That's part of the reason. But I guess everyone still picked Rowlet because Rowlet's that friggin' adorable. I picked Rowlet because I used Incineroar in Pokemon Moon, and I always use Primarina in Smogon or VGC, or VGC in a competitive play. So I used both Incineroar and Primarina. Now I do intend to use Primarina for a playthrough eventually for one of the Alola games, but Decidueye I've had 0 experience using, so I decided it was about time I try out Decidueye. Now when I picked my Rowlet, it was a female, and I rightfully named it Houdina. Oh snap! Probably messed up my hair, but it was it was named Houdina because I don't know, Houdini, Hoots, Hood. Decidueye has a hood. Yeah, I don't know, and like I just replaced the I with A. I don't know, man. I thought it was fitting. Houdina was great throughout the first half of the games. She was able to learn Hidden Power Ice, which was super helpful against flying types, and Dartrix went ham against Totem or Araquanid, so that was very helpful. First half of the game, I enjoyed using Rowlet and Dartrix. Houdina came clutch, but then the second half of the game hit, and Dartrix evolved into Decidueye, and yeah, it was not looking too good, man. Let me tell you. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was weaknesses or what, but as soon as Dartrix evolved into Decidueye, after using Spirit Shackle a few times and its new Z move, and seeing like how Decidueye looked, it pretty much sat at the back of my party. Like, I only ever brought it out if I had to use a Grass type move, if I needed Hidden Power Ice because I didn't have Ice type for majority of the game, hint, and if I wanted to use it, but kind of didn't because it was kind of useless for the second half of the game. I don't know what it was. It just kept dying to everything or losing to everything. It just didn't have that good of a type matchup against other things. But that being said, Hapu onwards, the Decidueye came clutch. Houdina put in the finest of work. I don't know what happened. In the Elite Four, the Decidueye went ham, which is ironic because the Decidueye gets walled by pretty much half the Elite Four types. Yeah, 3 of them. The Decidueye gets pretty much demolished, but I don't know what happened. Houdina went in. I'll show you a picture at the end of the video of my team before the Elite Four, after the Elite Four, and post-game Rainbow Rocket, because I took pictures because I want to show you guys. Yeah, you'll see what I mean. The Decidueye gained levels. Houdina's final moveset by the end of the game was Leaf Blade, Spirit Shackle, Brave Bird, and Sucker Punch. That's what it was. And like I said, it knew Hidden Power Ice for a good majority of the game, which was really helpful. So while this Decidueye was very hard to use, it was very fun. I can't lie. I think because it was hard to use, it made the games a lot more fun for me. So I enjoyed it. I'd probably use this Decidueye again. I am glad I picked Rowlet. It was a fun time. Let me tell you the story of Midna, the Lycanroc Dusk form. Now, I wanted to use the Lycanroc in Pokemon Moon, but I wanted to use midday Lycanroc. I don't like midnight Lycanroc that much, so I wanted to use midday, but there I didn't want to trade for Pokemon or whatever. I just wanted to use the Pokemon that I can catch and go through a playthrough with that, so midday was out of the question. And then Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon came around, and Lycanroc was getting a new form. One that looks super cool, one that was similar to midday, and one that both versions can get. Lycanroc Dusk form. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna use it, because Lycanroc's cool, I like it. But I was skeptical. I'll admit, I don't know how to use the Rock type properly. I don't know, the Rock type and me just don't go hand in hand together. It just doesn't work out for the most part. I struggle using Rock type Pokemon. It may sound weird, but that was the truth of the matter before these games anyways. And from its base stats, I was kind of like, eh, but I ended up picking it anyways. I got a Rockruff from the mystery gift, and it turned out to be a female. And since Lycanroc Dusk form is called Lycanroc Twilight form in Japan, what better name for a female Rockruff that's going to turn into Lycanroc Dusk form than Midna? Midna, if you don't know, is the Twilight Princess from The Legend of Zelda: The Twilight Princess. You know, because Link turns into Wolf in those games, and then Twilight, and then Wolf, and then I don't know what I'm going with. Midna just works, alright? It's a perfect name for a female Rockruff that's turning into that Dusk form Lycanroc. Since I was in Ultra Moon, I had Thunderfang, and Thunderfang came clutch for like Totem Arachnid and stuff. And Rockruff was a really cute Pokemon. I loved using it. It was so fun to use. And then it evolved into Lycanroc Dusk form, and man, I was not expecting this. It had Tough Claws for an ability, which I completely forgot about, so it was wreaking havoc. Not only that, but its move pool was nice. I don't know what it is in this game, but I feel like you need a fighting type, or at least a fighting type move, because I taught my Lycanroc Brick Break, and it brick broke everything, and everything that came its way was like brick break. Ow. Whenever I had a safe switch into Lycanroc, I immediately went on to Lycanroc, and it was able to demolish anything that went its way. Brick Break, I don't know, Brick Break was just an awesome move to have. So if you haven't played through Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon yet, I highly advise you have a fighting type, or at least, this hurt my hand, or at least a fighting type move on one of your Pokemon, because it was so good. And the rest of my move pool for Lycanroc was, by the end of the game, it was Stone Edge, Accelerock, and Crunch. So it was super good. I don't know what it was. Like I don't know what to say about Lycanroc. I'm just genuinely surprised that it carried my team. It demolished anything that came its way. It was so strong, and its Z move was, oh my god. Even though I've seen it on trailer, I loved using its Z move. Splintered Storm Shards. I want you to know I haven't even seen all the Z moves yet, because I don't care for Z moves too much, but Lycanroc Z move, Midna Z move is great. I love it. I don't know what it was, but I'm just very surprised with it. I love Lycanroc Dusk form now, and it's made me more fond of the Rock type in general, and I have more confidence with using them. So Lycanroc Dusk form, Midna, she was great. Loved her. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I feel like it's gonna be long. Whatever. Let's get on to the third team member. Scratch that. Before we get on to the third team member, I feel like I need to let you guys know. So before I played the games, I already knew which 6 Pokemon I was going to have, because these 6 Pokemon were all revealed to be in the games, or it's pretty obvious that they were going to be in the games. So I constructed my team before the games came out, but I didn't know when we were going to be able to catch these Pokemon, but I had a feeling that most of them were only going to be able to be caught late into the game, and it turned out to be true. So because of that, since I was using the experience share, I decided, hey, why not just catch some Pokemon just to have in the back of my team in case I ever need to use them. So I did, and as soon as I made the decision, the very first Pokemon I saw was a female Drowsy. I caught it, and I named her Natasha. Natasha was cool. She had Hypnosis, but I don't know. She was gone pretty quick, so sorry, Natasha. And then I had the mystery gift Pikachu, Ash's Pikachu, which is really nice. His Pikachu's Z move came clutch for the Totem Arachnid as well. What was the next one? Hawlucha, the Cha the Hawlucha, the trade Hawlucha. He was just chilling in the back, but Pikachu actually stayed on my team, and I actually used it a few times. So there's that. So the reason why Natasha left pretty quick was because I needed that Pokemon from Ultra Sun to join my team, but I guess no one was at the point where you can catch this Pokemon, so I couldn't get it. So what I did was, I was like, you know what, let's take a gamble. I took Natasha, put her in the GTS. I didn't expect the trade, but the next day I woke up and I got the Pokemon I wanted. So what Pokemon was it? So something about me is that I can't run. I don't think I've ever run a team. Yeah, I don't think I've ever run a team without a wait. Except for my first Kalos run, which I'm not even sure, I might have run a grass type Pokemon, not too sure. Aside from one time, I always go with a grass, fire, and water core. It's pretty much like mandatory for me. I guess it's because of the way I grew up or whatever, but I need a grass, fire, water core. I don't feel complete without it. And for whatever reason, I thought Ghost, Dark, and Psychic make a trio together, but it's actually Fighting, Dark, Psychic. I don't know what I thought. I should just look at the Kalos starters, but I thought Ghost, Dark, and Psychic made a trio. But I was looking for a Dark type Pokemon as well as a Fire type Pokemon. So what better choice than Houndoom? I asked for a Houndour on the GTS. I got a Houndour by giving away Natasha. Sorry, Natasha, but like Houndour was great. As soon as I got Houndour, I wanted to nickname my own Houndour, so I caught a male Mudspray and I put the female Houndour in the Pokemon nursery, and I got a male Houndour as an egg that had Flash Fire, and then named that Houndour Hellfire. Hellfire? Yeah, Hellfire. Now, Hellfire had the opposite effect of Houdina. Hellfire was pretty much useless for the first half of the games, but came clutch the second half of the games. It was pretty good the second half of the games, I can't even lie. By the end of the game, when Hellfire was a Houndoom, it knew Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb, Crunch, and Thunderfang. I couldn't find the TM for a Dark Pulse, so that's what I was rocking with. But either way, it had a good moveset, and it was able to... It was pretty fast and was just able to take out whatever it needed to take out. I don't know what it is, but I absolutely love Houndoom. It's just such a cool Pokemon. It looks cool, it performs well in battle, it has Flash Fire, which is an immunity to Fire type Pokemon. It's great. I don't know, man. Houndoom's so cool. I just won in Platinum, and it pretty much did the same thing. It was pretty bad the first half of the game. Second half, it was doing great. So if you're ever looking to pick up a Houndour or a Houndoom, just know that in the beginning of the game, it's not so good, but eventually, it becomes pretty great, so you're in for a treat. No, normally I don't really trade for Pokemon, but this time around I did. I don't know why, but I guess I really just wanted to use Houndoom. Oh, and since I kept spraying repels throughout the game, I don't actually know when you can catch Electrike and Houndour because those two are parallels. Yeah, I don't know. So if it was like on Ankala Island, maybe I could have caught it pretty early. But I just sprayed repels and I missed half the Pokemon that you can see. Now continuing on with my Grass, Fire, Water core, you have the Ghost and Grass type Decidueye, you have the Dark and Fire type Houndoom. For whatever reason, like I said earlier, I thought Ghost, Dark, I feel so dumb for this. We were missing one Pokemon. You have the Grass and Ghost type Decidueye, you have the Dark and Fire type Houndoom, and now what we're missing is the Water and Psychic type Pokemon, Starmie. Now I did have the option of either taking Slowbro or Slowking, but I really want to take Starmie because Starmie's one of those Pokemon that I really loved ever since I was a kid, but I never really used it, so I really wanted to this time around. So when I was a kid, I didn't have this version of the book, I have the red version, the original version, but when I was a kid, I'd go through this book a lot, and I'd look at the art and the description of the Pokemon, and that's what made me fall in love with most of the canon Pokemon that I'm in love with today. And one of those Pokemon was Starmie. Now, when I was a kid, I'd look at this picture of Starmie and I'd read its description, and it talks about how it glows with the 7 colors of the rainbow and everything. And I don't know, I'm a big fan of different colors and whatnot. So because of that, I always liked Starmie. And Misty uses Starmie, and it was super cool. And Misty Starmie in Cerulean City, dang, that thing beat me every time. So I always thought it was super cool, but I never actually used one till now. I caught a Staryu right before Kiawe's trial, and I named it Pulsar, because, I don't know, Stars, Pulsar, whatever. I can't think of a name. But admittedly, Staryu was kind of weak. It was outspeeding a bunch of things, and it was taking a few hits, but it couldn't do any damage. And with the moves it had, it didn't have much utility. It couldn't really be defensive. It was, I don't know, man. Staryu wasn't working out for me. But eventually, I evolved into Starmie, and we got this Choice Specs super early on it. I slapped the Choice Specs onto it, and it wreaked havoc. It destroyed everything. Oh my god. Starmie, I don't know what it is. It's such a good Pokemon. It can outspeed a bunch of things. It can hit hard, and it can take hits. It's such a good Pokemon. And the Water Psychic typing is a nice typing. It's so good. Pulsar's moveset by the end of the game was Scald, Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, and Ice Beam. Ice Beam, that's what it was. Oh, how could I forget? I kept swapping Flash Cannon and Ice Beam, because, you know, they're both TM, so I could be like Flash Cannon, Ice Beam, Flash Cannon, Ice Beam. But I think ultimately I did decide on Ice Beam. Also, throughout the Alola region, they kept talking about how Starmie's this mysterious Pokemon, and they kept mentioning it. They keep showing off Starmie, so I was like, how could I not use Starmie this time around? Yeah, just like Hellfire, Pulsar was, you just had to wait for it to shine. after a little while, it got to do so much work, and it was great. I loved all the Pokemon I chose for my team, to be honest. Number 5, we have one of my favorite Pokemon. You guys won't believe this. We have Chinchino. It's actually Minchino that's my favorite, but Chinchino's pretty cool too. Chinchino's so cute, man. Oh my god, I want a Minchino in real life so bad. Like, not a chinchilla, but like I want an actual Minchino. Like, right now I can't get loud because family, but if I could, I could express my love for this Pokemon a lot better. Like, I don't think you guys understand how much I love this Pokemon. Let me break it down for you. When choosing a channel mascot, it was either between my favorite Pokemon, Squirtle, or Minchino. This is how much I love Minchino. I was so close on picking Minchino as a mascot, to be honest. I just love this Pokemon. And you know what? It might even be a mascot later on in the future. I love Minchino. I could give you a long origin story on why Minchino is one of my favorite Pokemon, but just know it's one of my favorite Pokemon. Like, we're not going to get into it now, but yeah, it's amazing. Now, I got Minchino in Ula Ula, and it was a female, but my friend actually has a male chinchilla, and she named her chinchilla Chinchi. I don't know what the word is, but the name seemed like a name that worked for both genders, so I decided to name my Minchino Chinchi. Now, Chinchi IRL is, for whatever reason, scared of me. I pick him up, and then he just doesn't want to be with me, but hey, I still love the guy, so I named my Minchino after him. He should feel honored, but he's probably just going to run away from me again. I don't know how many of you know how good Minchino or and later Chinchino is. Chinchino, oh my god. So Chinchino's like really fast. I think it was the fastest member, if not the second fastest member of my team. Second to Starmie, I think. But it hits like a truck, and it is fast. You might be wondering how Chinchino, a small little chinchilla Pokemon, hits like a truck. Well, that's because of its ability, Technician or Skilling. If you don't have Technician or Skilling, your Chinchino's probably not going to do work. But Technician or Skilling puts it in work if you have the right moves. Chinchino has access to Tail Slap, Bullet Seed, Rock Blast. It is so nice. And because of its abilities, those moves hit super hard. And since it outspeeds so much, and it has a normal type move, a rock type move, and a grass type move, it can do damage to almost any Pokemon. Now, when I ran Chinchino in the Unova games, I always had Tail Slap, Rock Blast, and Bullet Seed. But for whatever reason, I decided to be different this time around, and I didn't run Tail Slap, Rock Blast, Bullet Seed. Instead, I ran Tail Slap, U-Turn for most of the game, and I eventually replaced it for Bullet Seed. Hindsight, U-Turn was the better move. But Tail Slap, U-Turn, Encore, and Thunder Wave. So yeah, I ran my Chinchino as a utility Pokemon, and it put in so much work. I could immediately paralyze a Pokemon. If I had a free switch in, and it used the move that I wanted to use, I could Encore it, and it was good. Tail Slap if I want to hit something real hard, and then U-Turn if I can't do anything or if I want to switch out. It is amazing. You know what? Maybe one day I'll make a video on why I love Chinchino so much, but just know Minchino and Chinchino are, like, Minchino's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I might even consider it as a second mascot to Squirtle eventually. We'll see. I just love this Pokemon, man. It's just so cute. Yeah, Chinchi put in work. I love Chinchi. I'll never get tired of using Chinchino. Chinchi was amazing. And for my 6th and final team member, this team member was supposed to come really late, but I got him a bit early, can't lie. If you do remember my hint from earlier, this Pokemon is an Ice-type Pokemon. And as of late, I don't know why, but I feel like I need at least one Fairy, Dragon, or Steel-type. Doesn't matter what type, but I feel like I need one of those 3. And I didn't have any of those thus far. And I wanted to use an Alolan form, so what better Pokemon than Alolan Sandslash? Now, Sandslash and Ninetales were both some of my favorite Pokemon before they got Alolan forms, and when they got Alolan forms, I just loved them even more. So I used Alolan Ninetales in Ultra Moon. Oh, I did trade. Okay, I guess I lied to you guys, sorry. I used Alolan Ninetales in Pokemon Moon, and this time around, I used Alolan Sandslash in Pokemon Ultra Moon. Now, I didn't want to wait for a Sandshrew. I think I was like right before 8th of Paradise when I traded for a Sandshrew on the GTS. Completely forgot how I got it, but all I know is someone gave me an Alolan Sandshrew, and it was great. It kept at the back of my party, and throughout the 8th of Paradise, it gained levels. And after a few trainers on Pony Island, I was able to use my Alolan Sandshrew as it was. And it was putting in work. I was genuinely surprised. Afterwards, I found the Ice Stone. I made that thing into Alolan Sandslash, and Alolan Sandslash is like Ice Super Saiyan, bro. I don't know. It was so nice. I'm so surprised with some of these Pokemon. You'd think because of their low base stats that they won't perform well, but they end up performing so well. I felt like my camera just dropped, but I think I'm just hallucinating. Now, when thinking of a nickname for Alolan Sandslash, I was thinking something along the lines of Super Saiyan Frieza or something. I don't know. I'm trying to like make a combination between Super Saiyan and Frieza, because you know, I had this spiky icicle hair thing, and like it's cool. So like Frieza, I don't know, man. I was just trying to think of a cool name like that, but it wasn't working out. So I looked at its typing, and it was an Ice Steel type. Now I don't know how many of you remember Bionicle, or if you guys ever played with Bionicle or bought Bionicle yourself, but they're basically like these Lego robots, and each of them there's like 6. There's always like 6 per year, and they come up with different elements like fire, water, air, and then one of them's ice. So the other 2 are stone and earth, I think. But one of them's ice, and the original Ice Bionicle his name was Kopaka. So I decided to name Alolan Sandslash Kopaka, because steel, like robot-like, even though it's not, and then ice, because, you know, I don't know, Kopaka works. It's a cool name in general. So he was named Kopaka. Kopaka's moveset by the end of the game was Swords Dance, Icicle Crash, Iron Head, and Rock Slide. Yeah, that's what it was. I was so happy I got a defensive Pokemon. Finally, I had special defense, but I did not have defense. Its defense came through. Not only that, but its ice and steel type moves came through. Even though I had Sludge Bomb and Houndoom and Flash Cannon on Starmie, the steel typing was pretty nice to have to go against fairy types. And I don't know, man. I was just so glad I finally got a defensive Pokemon. It was, yes. Kopaka was cool. Sandslash is cool. I love all these Pokemon. I don't know what to say. I just want to praise them and love them all. So that's my team. You have Hatina the Decidueye, you have Midna the Lycanroc, you have Hellfire the Houndoom, you have Pulsar the Starmie, you have Chinchino the Chinchino, and you have Kopaka the Alolan Sandslash. I just can't express my love for them enough. I love them all. They're so great. I'm very happy I got to use all 6 of them on a team together, because my playthrough of the game was super enjoyable. And I'm probably going to show you the screenshots of my team right now. So this is my team before the Elite Four, this is my team after the Elite Four, and this is my team after Rainbow Rocket. But yeah, I don't know, I guess I was kind of overleveled. Despite me being overleveled, like, my Pokemon still, the Elite Four weren't much of a challenge, I can't even lie. But the entire game, the rest of the game was pretty much a challenge. And Rainbow Rocket was kind of a challenge too, so I had a fun time with these Pokemon. They did not disappoint. They put in work, and they made the games fun, and I loved using every single one of them. So yeah, that's my team. I'm probably gonna have a follow-up video to this, because I commissioned a thumbnail for top 5 hardest totem Pokemon. Even though everyone's already made a top 5 hardest totem Pokemon video, I'm probably gonna make one and then show you guys, or tell you guys why it was hard for me and my team. So it's not actually gonna be top 5 hardest totem Pokemon for you guys, but rather for me. We'll see how it goes. This video was way too long. I'm sorry for that, but I just couldn't stop praising this Pokemon. But yeah, guys, if you guys did enjoy, be sure to hero punch that like button. Comment down below with your thoughts and opinions of my team, and tell me what your team was. Share the video with a friend, and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with more Pokemon content. Again, sorry for this video being so long, but I was enjoying it, and I love talking about these Pokemon, so I guess I'm not actually sorry. But with all that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video, alright? Later.